Marcus, Lauren, congratulations. That was another solid performance to give England an early lead against Sweden. Looking at your pair today, Johanna, talented young lady, left-hander. A lot is said about left-handed players. Did you have to keep an eye on that, and did you have to adjust anything at all in the way that you played?
I definitely think she was a player that looked a lot for her forehand. So whether she would be right or left-handed, that was just something to bear in mind. That when we were choosing which side to hit to at the front, she had a stronger side. So it's something to bear in mind. Not uncommon with many players, but obviously the higher percentage of the time you're doing that against right-handers, so it is, sometimes you forget and you hit a shot that you think is quite good and it comes back a lot quicker. So yeah, she definitely was awkward in those ways, but I think for the majority of the game we handled that quite well.
England are in a very good position, of course favourites to qualify for the finals in Finland. Last year at the European Mixed Team Championships, England were not on the podium for the first time in 15 years. How do you guys see your team, your squad, the strength and depth coming into Finland next year?
I think we're in a good position. Obviously, I know some events we're slightly weaker than others, and if you look at the teams that are getting into the medal positions, they're the ones who have got not necessarily world class throughout, but they've got consistency and a little bit of depth. And I think it's something we are trying to improve on. It's not an easy task, but looking at the rest of Europe, I still think on our day we can take on any of them, and I'd say there's no one we need to be frightened of. I think we proved that in the Sudirman Cup previously when it was in China, the actual finals, and yeah, I'd say the Europeans maybe we did underperform a little bit, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Lastly, team events have got a different feel. Chloe mentioned yesterday that she might find it a little bit difficult, staying in the hall for the entire day. What's it like for you, especially with the extra restrictions? As you can see, you're wearing masks during the interview. How's it been for you?
Yeah, it is a lot to get used to. There's a lot of different things, but you just have to kind of crack on with it. In some ways, having events like this to get used to it before we go into the events in January is very helpful. We played Denmark a couple of months ago and that was all new. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of different rules in place, and so to have more events like this, the more you do, the more you're going to get used to it, and as long as it means you can play badminton competitively, then we're fine with doing these things.
Completely agree. Very well played, and best of luck with the rest of the tie.
Thank you.
You.